So, today in science, Unit 1, Lesson 2, I can compare and contrast weather and climate. So, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to click Enter here. Unit 1, Lesson 2. So, today we have our Engage, Explain, Evaluate. We'll be doing a hanging hashtag activity, some synchronous teaching, and a discussion, as well as a sort and label. So, I'll hit Next and I'll go to my next assignment. So, I see a table. I see some blocks, I see some names. So, and this says last name. So I'm guessing that I'm going to use my last name and my block to find my assignment. So let's say that I'm in the second block A day. My name is May, so I'm going to go to H/P. Again, your last name. So my last name is Mays. So I'll go to H-P. Click on my hanging hashtag assignment. And when I click on my assignment, I can see my Jamboard instructions. So it looks like someone moved them. I'm just going to move them back up. Look carefully at each image. What do you notice? What does it remind you of? Take the time to notice as much as you can about the image. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts about what the image makes you think of. There is no one right answer. For each image, click on the sticky note button. That is this button here. Choose a word or phrase that you think best relates to the image and type it on the sticky note with a hashtag. Again, this is a hanging hashtag activity, so I'm going to make sure all of my sticky notes are written as a hashtag. Then be prepared to explain why you chose that word or phrase and remember to ask questions if something's unclear. So I'm going to go to my first image and I see picture. I see it looks like drought, and some I see some like grass. I see a thunderstorm. So I'm going to click on the sticky note on the left. You can change the colors if you like. I'm going to choose green. My favorite color in actuality is neon green, so this is close enough. So I'm going to put my hashtag as hashtag changing weather. Then I'm going to put my first and last name so Miss Mays knows who did it. I'm going to click save, and I have posted my sticky. So I can make it bigger, I can orient it how I like, and I put my sticky note on the page. I can also scroll through and I can see my other classmates' sticky notes. So it looks like people really liked this image. So this would be Amani. She gave me what I noticed, but I really want a hashtag. I can see this student. It's a pretty good hashtag. Again, everything should have a hashtag. And you can play with these guys. So you can read other people's, and then you are going to go to your discussion. So on the discussion page, you are going to take a sticky note and you are going to answer one of the questions below in a complete sentence. Make sure you put your first and last name just to get our learning started. So all of these images are about weather and climate. With that in mind, I'm going to move to my explain. So when I click next, my explain activity is the teacher PowerPoint. So I can scroll through this and I can see what we talked about in class. So I can see we looked over climate change from last class. Our warm up was about climate change, and these are the essential questions today. So remember, you always want to think about what the essential questions are when you're, especially because you'll probably have a discussion or some evaluate activity. And this just helps anchor your learning. So I can see the hanging hashtag, which was our engage. And Miss Mays apparently gave us some scenarios to test climate and weather. So with that in mind, I am going to look at the scenarios that Miss Mays gave us. And I'm going to think about, is this climate or is this weather? So scenario one, I'm just going to work my way through. Again, just trying to get that knowledge. And at the end, I have my answer key. In class, we did a breakout where we finalized our shared notes. So you might want to reach out to your classmates and see if they have shared notes. Some shared notes were better from other blocks. So again, shared notes are our shared responsibility. And then we had our explain activity, another explain activity. So we have a video and the following question. When I look at this question, I can see what Miss Mays wants me to answer, but again, remember to click those three dots and look at your rubric. When you look at your rubric, you can see, again, proficient is simply giving me the definition. So in this case, defining weather and climate and explaining my reasoning. You want to push yourself to that mastery level. I want to see you support that, you supporting evidence from the classroom. And to get that advanced, I want you to use some examples from outside of the classroom, from your everyday life, things you know, maybe a news article you saw, to further extend your learning. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to hit next one more time. And then I get to my evaluate. So for my evaluate, I have sort and label the cards. So you can always click on the blue to make it bigger. And I can see part one, and I should read my instructions. So my cards are located here for me to sort. Part two, again, read your instructions. And I'm going to type my answers here. So I'm going to exit out of that. If I hit next, I'm the teacher, so it takes me to unit one, but for you, it'll probably say access denied and push you back for the home page, and you are done for the day. For previous grades, please remember you can click on grades at any time. Matter of fact, I'm going to switch to student view for this part just so you could see what it looks like on your end. So if you hit student view, or if I hit student view and you go to your grades, Ms. Mays updates grades fairly regularly, so you can see all of the things that have been assigned to you. You can click on anything to see the feedback. So if I had turned it in, you could see your scavenger hunt. What I do want to draw your attention to is this button here. So evaluate unit one, lesson one was a discussion. So where it says submit assignment, if you don't like your grade, you can come back here and edit your response and hit resubmit, and it'll push that assignment back to me. But remember, there is a late penalty, so you want to do corrections sooner rather than later. But that's all. I hope you have a great day.